Hello, friends, and welcome back to Science with Miss Gardner. You all did such an amazing job on your moon phases unit. And today we're going to start a new unit. We are going to learn about the life cycle of both plants and animals. So we'll just focus on plants today. So first things first, what is a life cycle? A life cycle shows the growth and changes of plants. So it's just the steps, the growth and the change of a plant as it goes from a seed all the way to an adult plant. So let's just define some terms here, and then we will go on to actually planting our own seed. So remember, a life cycle shows how living things grow and how they change. We're going to start our life cycle with our seed. A seed comes in a hard-cased shell. Once the seed has been planted, the next step in the life cycle is a sprout. It will grow a root deep down in the soil to kind of hold it in place. Next, it will grow into a seedling. A seedling is just a thin stem with some leaves. However, the plant is still growing. So after some time, remember, this all takes time. After some time, it will fully mature and become an adult plant, which I have shown you in this drawing. An adult plant has roots, it has a thick stem, it has leaves, and it often flowers and blooms. So as you can see, this is the life cycle. This is the growth and changes of a plant. I had chose a lima bean to illustrate this. Now, there is some vocabulary that I want you to learn with this unit. Along with being familiar and learning all of these terms, I also want us to learn the big word that is germination. So friends, please say germination. Good. One more time out loud. Germination. Very good. Now, as you can see, I wrote the definition here. Germination is just growing from a seed to a plant. That is what we call germination, growing from a seed to a plant, as we have shown in this lima bean life cycle. So now, of course, before we start our little activity, just as we did with the moon phases, this is very important for you all to know, not only for this science unit, but also going into 5th grade. This is definitely something that you need to be familiar with. So I'm going to give you a moment. I need you to pause this video. I will hold this up, and I need you to copy this in your notebook. Feel free to use color. Feel free to just do it in pencil, whatever your preference is, but please make sure you are labeling your plant life cycle. So I'm going to hold this up, and now is the time to pause this video. All right, great. You should have paused the video on that, and by now you should have your own plant life cycle. So friends, what makes this all possible? If I were to just put a seed in some dirt, would I get this full plant life cycle from birth all the way to maturity and death? No, I need proper conditions, a proper environment, and that includes water, sunlight, and nutrients. Nutrients is just the food in order to make this seed grow. So what I'm going to do today is I brought a lima bean, and ask yourself, which phase of the life cycle is this lima bean? Yes, you should have gotten a seed. It's a seed, so we're just beginning the life cycle from birth. One thing that you need is soil with the proper nutrients. So this is nutrient-rich soil. It's really good for the seed to grow. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to put our seed into our soil, and I actually got 3 lima beans for us, 3 lima bean seeds. So I'm going to plant them all in our soil. And as I said, you need good soil, but you also need some other factors. You need water and you need sunlight. Thankfully, we live in sunny Houston, so all I'm going to do is put these lima beans by my window and have the sun come in and shine on them. And then I'm also going to just give it a little bit of water. Not too much water, but they do need water in order to grow. And we will, oh, my hands are very dirty. We will check on those later this week. Remember, we're going to be observing the life cycle of the plant over this next week. And that is another word for that is the germination. We're going to be watching it grow from a seed all the way, hopefully, into an adult plant. Thank you for following along with me today. From now, I want you to go and I want you to take the science quiz for this unit. And I look forward to seeing you all soon for our live lesson. I miss you. I hope you're doing well, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.